Everywhere I go, I'm noticing organizations are obsessing over this concept of corporate agility. They're realizing we have to do things faster. You know, I spent some time with a company in the video game industry. The video game industry is absolutely fascinating. And think about the concept of business intensity when you hear this story. When a new video game comes to the marketplace today, they figure they've got about 4 to 5 days to sell the product and earn 75% of the lifestyle revenue of that product. In the first 4 to 5 days for the typical video game, some 75% of the total life cycle revenue is earned within those first 4 to 5 days. That's a very intense industry. But you know what? That's starting to happen within more and more industries. More and more industries are noticing product life cycles are collapsing. We bring a product to the market. It doesn't last on the market as fast as it used to. We have to have a constant stream of new products. And increasingly, organizations are finding themselves asking the question, you know, are we increasingly finding ourselves running at the same degree of intensity as the video game industry? It's happening everywhere I go. Reader's Digest Food and Entertainment Group had me in last year for a food summit in New York City. And this was in October, and this was, you know, a year ago October, while the markets were melting down. And the focus was on trends within the consumer food industry. We had in the room consumer food companies, we had advertising agencies, we had packaging companies, we had retailers. We had a whole different range of people. Do you know what the entire focus of the conference quickly became? 2 trends. Number one, people are going to spend more time eating at home and less time in restaurants because they're going to be very conscious about their budget. And so we have to make sure that we adapt to that trend. Number two, people are going to be focused on value. People are going to be focused on value for money. People are going to be focused on the need to have value when they're going through the grocery store. We as an industry better make sure we can do that quickly. We have to be able to grab onto the opportunity. As one wag at the back of the room said, we're not really good at this as an industry. You know, when the low-carb trend came out, you know, by the time the trend had come and gone, you know, we finally had our products in the marketplace. The entire focus of the conference became, how can we do things faster than we've ever done them before? That will define our future success as an industry. When I was in Vegas a couple of weeks ago with the booze people, I mean, we were talking to the reality of what's occurring in the restaurant industry and what's occurring with trends with liquor and the fact that, you know, the new tastes, new flavors, because, you know, we have the cooking channel and the food channel and we're watching all these shows and food is fashion. You know, they're talking about the reality that flavors now move from upscale restaurants and they go mainstream in as little as 12 months compared to 36 months to five years ago. And the focus for folks at this conference 2 weeks ago in the booze industry in Las Vegas was, how do we act faster? How do we do things faster? How do we do things differently? Signature Travel in the travel industry, spent some time with them. And we talked about what's happening with the consumer in the travel industry. Last-minute travel trends. 1/3 of all leisure travel now occurs at the last minute. The average time frame for planning is now down to just 15 days. 36% of that is for 3 to 4 nights. And unbelievably, 30% is 1 to 2 nights. And so the entire focus for the organization has become, how quickly can we repackage what it is we put in front of the consumer? And we're not talking about culture. We're not talking about, you know, position papers and case studies as to how we're going to realign the workforce to accomplish this. It's a matter of doing, because the reality is there, the trend is there, the trend is fast. We have to grab onto it. They're talking about the reality that, you know, what is occurring in the cruise marketplace, and it's coming on with stunning speed because of the Food Channel, TV channel, all these shows that we watch. The whole emergence of a very fast-paced market for culinary cruises, where you take your cruise and you get to participate throughout the cruise with a large number of very popular chefs. You know, everywhere I go, folks are focused on the concept of an accelerated innovation cycle. We have to get to market faster. And we have to deal with the reality that the consumer is changing faster than ever before. Their demands, their wants. I mean, when you listen to Tom's story, it's a remarkable story. Because think about how quickly all of that unfolded. And that type of velocity is coming to every single industry. I think the only certainties we have going forward is that every single one of you in the room is going to be faced with more sophisticated competition. Your model is going to be disrupted, in many cases by young people who come in and have different ideas as to what to do within your industry and have a different entrepreneurial mindset as to how to accomplish that. A continuous ongoing shift in consumer behavior because of mobile devices and because of the web and because of social networking and the impact that has on how we interact with brands. And the fact that, you know, we have folks like location intelligence professionals coming along who are coming up with things that are completely redefining the way various industries work.